Hello, everyone. Welcome to Perspectives on Enlightened TV. I am your host, Tiffany Wade, and today we have a special guest by the name of Clint Coley. He is a comedian, actor, writer, all of the above. He does a lot of great things. If he's ever in your town, make sure you go to his comedy shows. He's amazing. One of my favorite comedians of this time today. So check him out. We're going to go ahead and let Clint have the floor. He's going to introduce himself and tell you a little bit about what he does, and then we're going to go right into the show for today.
Well, you already introduced me, and you already told me you already told everybody what I do. Right? I don't need to talk about myself. You did it for me. I appreciate that, Tiff. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. You know how that go. You know, you're one of my faves of today. And it's a blessing to see you do your thing out there, and to see I've known Clint for how long now? Probably for at least a good 8 years. I think 7 or 8 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he first opened up for D.L. Hughley, I met him during that time about 7 or 8 years ago, and just to see how far he's gotten now is a blessing. So it's awesome to have you here on the show today. So today's topic is, are men afraid or shy, I should say, when approaching pretty women? So we're going to talk about that today on Perspectives. And Clint, I'm going to let you go ahead and have the floor on that. What is your perspective on men being shy when approaching beautiful women?
So here's the thing. I think yes, I do believe that guys are shy for a number of reasons. I think the first reason is, here's the thing. Like, I hate to say this, right? But guys, we kind of know our league. We know where we need to be shooting at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm being honest. Like when I was a kid, I wasn't getting the best looking girls in the school. Like I was getting the 5s or the 6s. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that. Because I felt like I was about a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? It's really just your confidence. You don't feel like you have anything to offer pretty women because you in our minds. We think that there's a bigger, like, we think the athletes, the rappers, all them guys want y'all, so we don't have nothing to offer. And we think that pretty women, they have their pick of the litter. So it's like, out of all why would you want us? And, guys, we just not, some of us, we just not smart. And we don't understand that, first of all, pretty women think we probably fine too. You don't know. They just don't be, ooh. Like they not like that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that it's more so a guy. We just feel like, yo, man, we don't. Okay, and that's another thing. We don't get the same compliments that y'all get. You know what I'm saying? So we may be fine, and we'll never know it. We'll never know it. We may, you know what I mean? Like you have a girl come, a couple girls give you a compliment, but you don't really know how. You know what I mean? If you really that guy. So I say all that to say, I think the shyness comes from multiple things. I think it's because of, A, you don't know, and B, you think that these women are out of your league and they're unapproachable, but they're not. That's the thing. You think that guys that have more to you get them, and that's not the case. A lot of times they probably think it's the bum nigga anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right.
You be seeing some of these cute women baby daddies.
Right. I'm like, where did you find him?
He saved her life. Had to.
Right. And you see, because I've even noticed myself, beautiful women with men that are not that attractive, or vice versa, men that are just fine. You're like, oh, he is fine, honey. And he's with somebody that ain't cute at all. Mm-hmm. So, and like you said, it definitely has something to do with confidence. And I've asked several guys these questions just to see what they would say, because that's the conversation that actually us women do have. Like, we, want to know, are guys shy? And I think even sometimes when you're an attractive female, people think that you're always getting approached by men, but that's not always the case. And
well, I think you get approached. It's just you don't get approached the way you want to get approached. You get catcalled. You get You know what I'm saying? Like you get that, but it's never a. There's not a lot of guys who shooting quality shots at you every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there's guys when you go to the grocery store. There's about 5 guys. Hey, how you doing, miss? My name is Jonathan, and there's not a lot of guys doing that. It's a lot of guys
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? So that, and I think that's the misconception.
That is so true because like you said, when you go to the grocery store, you'll always have that one like, hey, how you doing? Or they'll just look at you,
Yeah,
and won't say anything like, cause you
you
know,
scared. Yeah, you scared.
yeah. And I'm like, I've had so many guys myself where I would look out my eye and see them looking, but then
At
as soon
you?
as you, yeah, then as soon
Oh.
as you turn around to look, they
They
act
looking the other
like,
way.
yeah. And it's
Well, let me
like,
ask you this: when's the last time you tried to talk to a guy that you thought was fine? When's the last time you literally walked into a guy you thought was fine in the grocery store and said, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Tiff.
and
I want to take you out."
that's funny because that was going to be my next question. I don't approach guys.
So, so I'm glad you said that, right? So
Mhm.
let's offer some perspective. You
Yes.
don't know what it's like to have your feelings hurt in front of a girl, in front of a guy. You don't know what it's like. That's the last component of it. Like rejection is shit. Guys, like y'all hate it, we hate it, everybody hates it, blah blah blah. But it's like when you walk into a girl, you get the courage. You know, you finally find out something slick to say, and she say something you don't want to hear. It's like it's deflating a little bit. You're not you're not tripping, but you're like, fuck, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not the end of the world, but you like, man, like you feel like, damn, like you wasted a good, like you know what I'm saying? And you have to really start. We as after a certain age, fellas, we get in our mind like, I ain't never gonna see this chick again. I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. But rejection is definitely probably the number one component to that because you know, it's not that she's telling you you ain't shit or nothing like that, but you're gonna take it that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? She got a boyfriend. You don't know if she's telling the truth or not. Maybe she do, maybe she don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you feel like, oh damn, like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's I think that's the last part to why guys are scared because you know rejection is you know dog that shit hurt. That shit hurt. Like you really, especially if you really like, and I'm not saying feeling her because you don't know her, but you really feeling what she look like, and you finally get some. You know what I mean? Women don't know what that's like for the most part. Like you'd be crushed if you walked into a guy in a grocery store and you said, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Marcus. I mean, my name is Tiff. How you doing? What's your name? Yeah, my name is Marcus, but I'm married." You like, all
Yeah.
right, you gonna feel and what if you don't even know if he's lying? What if he just don't think you're attractive? You don't know that. Your
Right.
mind, you gotta your imagination takes over, and then once that happens, you can't.
Right. And I think, I can understand why men are shy in that sense because it takes a lot of confidence to
Mhm.
approach someone, even if it's for something that you're a career move and you're like, hey, can I ask
Listen,
you to do this? It can be kind of scary too. So,
listen. I've been in the room a lot of times in my career with guys who were guys and women who can change my life. Like I'm looking over like, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's such and such. And you scared to say something. You're
right,
scared to say something because you don't want to make yourself look thirsty or you don't want to look stupid. It's the same concept.
right, right.
But you get I get to a point where look, I'm like, look, man, either you gonna say no or I'm gonna see you again and you gonna want to work with me now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. So
Exactly.
you got that's how you gotta think of it.
And I understand because we've been in those places with people, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
like what should I say? So I completely understand. That's definitely probably
Mm-hmm.
how it is with men,
That's exactly
and
what it is. That's
yeah,
exactly what it is.
yeah. And my heart, goes out to guys. I try to be nice. If it's someone that I'm not interested in, I still try to be nice about it.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. And a lot of women aren't nice either too about it. Like some women are like I never forget. Like first of all, there's a line, my boy. I was just looking at Big Daddy Kane's reels, and
Uh-huh.
but there's a line that he uses. So he used to write Biz Marquee raps, and in the Vapors, she said he tried to talk to this chick, and she's like, "Nigga, please, you work for UPS." Like, not to say that UPS is bad, but like, there's been girls who've literally looked at you like talking to me, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like all right, damn, like I got shit together. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
sucks. Like,
Right. So they don't feel, sometimes when men feel like they're inadequate or not on that woman's level, they
and that's
feel.
what, but we started with looks though. It starts with
It
looks.
starts with looks, definitely. And then don't let her be attractive and successful on top of
Right. Right. And you're
that.
not successful, and you're not successful. Like if you're a successful guy, you're pretty secure. But if you're not successful and you ugly,
Right.
maybe if you're not successful and you ugly, I think you don't. Maybe you need to get one of the two and then start talking to women.
I agree. Either you got some money or you.
That's really it. That's where you get asshole guys. That's the thing. Like then there's guys who get money, and that's how they're bagging a lot of these women because they're leading with money. And there's some women who don't mind a guy who leads with money because there's a sense of security. You know what I'm saying? And then they start feeling like they can treat women however they want. Why? Because you got money.
Yeah, that is so true. And that's why, and for me personally, I don't believe, I want my own money, first of all. And that's getting my own bag. I don't believe in being with someone just for their money per se. Of course you want, I want to be
security. Yeah, of course. Listen,
yeah.
You don't have to explain. I'm tired of women have to explain like, yo, I don't want, like, look, men are not dating broke women, and women aren't dating broke men. That's just the bottom line.
Right.
If you're a girl, like, I'm gonna just be honest, a girl tried to shoot a shot at me in the airport in Charlotte, and she worked at Burger King. You have no shot. I'm not even trying to be that guy. But
right.
You have no shot. I'm not saying that you're a bum or nothing like that. We're just, come on, like, it's a disparity. Same thing, and women feel the same way. And you don't have to apologize for that. When I say work at McDonald's, she's not the manager. She don't own it. She works fries, my nigga. You don't, I'm not an asshole because I'm not gonna date a woman who works fries. The reason why I don't date, because I don't work fries. And that's not my goal in life. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's a professional, like, listen, you date what you feel like you can handle or what's suited for you.
Right.
And I'm tired of making we making each other feel bad because we want to date somebody who got something going for themselves.
I agree. And like, if you're a millionaire, let's just be honest. If you're a millionaire, why would you want to date someone that's only making $30,000 a year?
Unless that person
is working towards something, or
it's not. Or like, it's just, there's got to be, but like you can't meet me at Burger King and think I'm gonna get your number. Like, we got to go out on a date, and then like I assess your work, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Right.
Or maybe and every situation is different, but like no, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Like, we be like here acting like we don't want to date somebody who's on the same playing field as us. Everybody wants to, and everybody should. Everybody deserves that.
Exactly. Because I've noticed, when you date someone that's not, like you said, on the same playing field, it can be a lot of different conflicts there, because sometimes people might get a little intimidated or jealous, or may not understand, certain things because you're not on that same level, so it's all about that communication.
I totally agree.
And getting to know one another, and be on the same level mentally, spiritually, physically, all of that, plays a role in it. So I feel like whatever works for you,
exactly.
is what works for you,
Exactly.
And so my next question is, should women approach men since,
should you I would say you don't have to. It's up to your discretion. I'm still kind of like old school in the sense of like, man, blah, 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 blah. But if you see a guy that you like, I encourage it. There's a difference. Like, I don't think that's your obligation or your duty, but I do encourage women shooting their shot. Now, my thing is that what niggas or fellas need to understand is, just because she shot her shot, you still have to do the work. She's not going to be chasing you, blah, 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 blah. She's just making the introduction. And then I think it's up to you to start being the one to plan dates and stuff like that. That's what I think needs to happen. And a lot of women don't shoot their shot for the reason of guys a lot of times will you'll do it, and then you think, oh yeah, she shot a shot at me. All right, I'm that dude, and it's like, no, bro. She just got the engine started. You gotta drive. She just started the car. She put the key in, or she put the key down, or whatever kind of car you got. She pressed the button. Now, bro, what's up?
That is so true. So true. And I like how you make that point because you keep it so real. You put the R in real life for real. Because a lot of guys, it's good to have you to talk about this because a lot of guys, for some reason, not I don't want to say a lot, but some
No,
guys just don't see it like that, you know? And I'm
I
old
mean,
school too, you know?
yeah. I can't help that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, of course, they always feel like, oh, she shot her shot at me. So, but it's like if you think like that, then that's not the guy you need to be going out with.
Right.
Like if you give a guy you go up to a guy, you talk to him, say, "Yo, my name's Tiff, blah 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 blah." You know, I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or whatever. You know what I mean? And y'all exchange numbers. You know, I think once y'all start texting and y'all start getting to know each other, it should be on him to start planning a date for sure.
Exactly. And that's kind of how I was raised because my dad, you know, he's that old school father. And I always, you know, saw that with him. You know, he was the one who pursued my mom, you know, and even I've seen, like you said, where other women may have, and I've heard of this several times, where women might have said, well, yeah, I shot my shot, but he took it from there, you know. And I agree, you know, at least plan or do something because it seems like certain guys this day and time don't like the plan. It's like,
It's not that we don't like the
well,
plan. I think that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? It's that women don't know how hard planning is for your home for a chick you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Like women are good planners. Why? Because you know your friends, or you know your boyfriend, or you know your mom, or you know your dad, or like on vacation, y'all planners. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't
Right.
have to. Y'all have never planned a date with a stranger.
That's true.
You've never planned a date with a stranger, and and here's the thing too, women. If you do plan a date with a stranger, men are easy to impress. And
That's
I
true.
like this. Men are
I
easy.
agree.
Women, on the other hand, you think you doing something dope. She's like, so it's not that we don't like to plan. We just don't know how to plan. There's guys that don't even know how to iron their own clothes. There's guys that don't know how to do laundry. Like
Oh
that.
wow.
But I'm just saying, like, think about when it came to a lot of the, like, when we was growing up in my household, my mom did all the vacation planning. My mom was the one who did all the, like, my mom is I'm the woman with a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what's the dude from Recess? TJ Detweiler. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a plan. I got a plan. Like my mom was that. And guys, we suck at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We just suck at it.
That's true. I agree. You know, because women we're more thoughtful and nurturing in nature. So of course that kind of makes us better at planning ahead. And you know, I see, you know, for me though, personally, if I could say it like this, I'm not a hard person to please. Like anything that, you know, if a guy's willing to do something that's thoughtful, I look at it like, oh well, that's
But
thoughtful.
it's not about pleasing though. We want to knock it out the park. We're not just trying to please you. We want to win.
Yeah,
We want to
yeah,
win. And that's where I go on my podcast and stuff like that and tell guys like, here's some easy tips to win. Like that could work. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
that's it. I want, like, we trying to win. You know what I mean? So I said, fellas, you going on a date this summer, you pick her up, boom, you got Prosecco and orange juice and
I saw
champagne
that. I saw
in the
that
glass of the
podcast.
car. That's
Yep.
it. Boom.
Yep.
That's it. That's a bucket. That's a quick
Yep.
bucket. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Hmm.
quick bucket. That's a quick bucket. So
Yeah. And your podcasts are good too, because you do
thanks.
give some really good pointers about like dating relationships and stuff. Like I said, Clint keeps it real. He tells you like it is. And to see, you know, guys outside of someone like a Kevin Samuels, RIP, but to see guys actually keeping it real, but old school and talking about things in that sense is cool.
I'm
I like
keeping
the
it.
fact,
I'm keeping it respectful. Like,
yeah,
here's the thing, right? I don't got. I don't. Excuse me, God. I don't have time to be. We're not arguing with women no more, dog. Like,
no,
I'm just not arguing with women no more. Look, y'all want to go on dates? All right, let me get these guys together. That's how I feel. And when I say let's get us together, I'm not saying we simping or we get, because I don't agree with everything y'all say. I don't agree with a lot of shit y'all say. But what I do agree with is fairness. What I do agree with is, look, is this what y'all want? Okay, let's start doing it. And my thing is, fellas, we got to be the ones to take the high road. You know what I'm saying? We got to be, we not, like my thing is, anything that I tell guys, it's not rooted in disrespecting women. You know what I mean? So like, you know, we could just bring up Hoochie Daddy season for a second. And it's more so, no, but it wasn't, when I said it, it wasn't about me trying to, I'm not trying to I'm not, you know, it's more so like, guys, we got confidence, but we're not doing it in a toxic way. We're not disrespecting women. We're not cussing women out this summer. You look good. We look good. Women are acknowledging it. You're taking the compliment. And if something happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But I'm tired of being part of the problem. I'm tired of going on podcasts and telling women who they're not and telling guys what they're like. No, man, I ain't doing that anymore. I'm going to be part of the solution.
And I like that because it's all about respect. I feel like a lot of men and women, we both kind of see things a little different. And that's why the show is called Perspectives, to see things from different perspectives. And sometimes people can get disrespectful, but people have to realize everyone has an opinion. You can't change someone else's opinion. They may believe what they believe in, and I humbly respect that. You know, you believe what you believe in, I believe what I believe in. And like you said, if we can come to a point where we're respectful to one another, that's what we need. Because with social media, honey, people can be so mean.
No, they're disrespectful.
Yeah.
I tell a lot of people on social media, bro, you wouldn't say that to me in real life.
No, they wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't say that to me. You wouldn't say that to me in real life, yo. Like, I'll run in your hat. Like, not how. You're not saying that to me in real life.
Exactly. So what are some things that you have done over the years to kind of build your confidence with approaching women? What kind of tips could you give men if they're still kind of shy, even in their 30s or late?
The only thing I can give guys is what helped me with confidence is just really knowing who I am as a person. I know what I am and I know what I'm not. You know what I mean? Like if a woman, like that's the thing, fellas think they gotta have every woman or every woman you shoot at. It's gotta be, no, my name's Clint. I like playing spades. I like getting high off edibles. I like making playlists. Like I like that's me. I don't like hookah. I'm not the guy. I don't like this. If I know what I don't like, I don't have to act like I like it to impress somebody. This is what I like. You like what I like? Then all right, cool. If not, that's cool. Like I've gotten to the point where if you gonna like me, I know I have something to offer personality-wise. And fellas, you need to realize that too. You have something to offer personality-wise.
Right. And a lot of times men don't realize women are a little bit more, well, for me, of course, looks matter, but the person's
y'all are way more lenient on looks than we are. I'll agree.
Yeah, definitely. And because honey, yes, trust me.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's because a woman, when a man treats a woman really good and he shows her that he loves her and he cares about her, not just by buying things, but doing things for her, just to show her that, she's important to him. When a woman feels like she's a man's priority, you can have anything you want from that woman.
That's it.
Yeah. And I know, with me, it's not hard, but as long as you treat me right, you do right by me. Loyal. We want shit. The same things that you mean want.
Simple shit.
Very simple. I feel like men and women are so much more alike than we are different that we clash because we're so much alike. And we all are human. We literally just want the love. We want the care. We want to feel special, And that's what it is. So as far as, when it comes to being shy, what can a woman do to make herself more approachable for men that are shy?
It's hard because women, you can be inviting with your eyes, but even guys sometimes don't even pick up on that. It's really nothing you can do.
Really? Oh
If
wow.
he, unless you if we just look approachable, but other than that, there's fluidity to that. So
Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying by that because, I've tried that a couple times myself. And,
yeah, exactly.
but like you said, when a guy is shy,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, and it's all about that confidence. If you don't have, and that even goes for us women, you have to have that confidence. When you have
Hmm.
that confidence, you're able to approach and go after
I
what you
agree.
want.
I agree.
I've always been a go-getter type. I
Hmm.
go after, that. I always believed in going after what I want. But of course, I'm old school when it comes to relationships, though. I don't approach men like that.
Hmm.
I'd prefer for them to approach me. But
Hmm.
like you said, I tried the eye thing, but sometimes it doesn't work.
And that's okay.
hmm Yeah, and we want to be more approachable, but like you said, confidence that plays a big role in it. So you said that when building confidence, you have to know who you are. And what are some other tips that you can give as far as, career wise or whatnot to men that, because do you feel like men's, like where they are in their career financially or whatever, has a lot to play with that?
Always, always. But that's a different topic. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because it's like I can't like that part. If your career dictates your confidence, that's a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That's on
right,
you. And I can't really make you want like if you don't like what you're doing, you got to do something about it. That
right,
that that part is not on me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That part is I don't have tips for it because it's hard for me to tell. So I went for my goals and I went for my dreams and blah 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 blah. But that's also because like I'm just not afraid to fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then everybody don't have that. That's
And
something you.
see, that's good because I know certain people, they're afraid of failure. And that's the reason why they don't go. They may fail at one thing and that just hurts them for the rest of their life. And they're like, I don't ever want to go for anything else again. But you can't be afraid of failure. And I definitely
Hmm.
believe that plays a huge role in confidence. And like you said, when you don't have that confidence, you are afraid to approach women that are beautiful or that are highly successful because you don't feel like you fit,
Hmm.
on their level, or you feel like they're out of your league or whatnot.
Totally agree.
So yeah.
Totally agree.
And so it makes a lot of sense. All of that plays a factor. And I know with men feel more secure and confident when they're able to provide or able to
Hmm.
protect or feel like
Hmm.
they're that man
Right.
or whatnot. So
Right.
yeah. So well, our time is slowly coming to an end. But thank you so much, Clint, for
No,
coming
thank you for having
on.
me and thank you for letting
Yeah.
me share my perspective. And this is a great platform. We're not here arguing or nothing like that. You're just listening and, we offer, you may not agree with it, may have to, but I appreciate you, being able to say, or give me the opportunity to share mine.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, I've been knowing you for a while and I've seen how you've grown in your career, and it's a blessing to see where you are going, and you are doing awesome things, awesome things, traveling all over the world, doing comedy shows. I can't wait to see your next movie role. Can't wait to see all the great things that you're working on. I know you have your TV show, your podcast, everything. Make sure y'all follow Clint on Instagram, Facebook. Do you have a Twitter?
It's
Twitter.
the same thing everywhere. Clint
Okay,
Cole. Yep.
same thing everywhere. So make sure y'all follow Clint Coley. I'm gonna make sure everything is on here for you to do that. But thank you so much for your time, Clint. And
No doubt. Thank
again,
you for having me.
yeah, and again, I'm Tiffany Wade, your host for Perspectives on Enlighten TV. Make sure y'all go download that on the Roku stick or the Roku TV, whatever one you have. Thank you again, Clint.